So what you actually get in your Facebook ad account audit. So we compare your numbers in last 7 days, 30 days, 90 days. We look for these different discrepancies, what caused good results, what potentially caused bad results. In this case, we can see that client increased budget from 2.5K to 7K a day. We see that CPM is a bit high, but CPC and click rate are pretty good. We can see that ROAS increased from 1.5 to 1.8, and the biggest reason for that is because conversion rate increased from 1.6 to 2.2. So we can also see that their videos are pretty good. So average watch time is 10 seconds. Their thumb stop ratio is also pretty good. We usually look for thumb stop ratio above 30, but the hold rate is what the problem is. They're like pretty low, below 10%. We always look for at least 20 to 25. So let's dive into the ad account and find out what actually happened here. So first, CBO prospecting campaign. So budget here is 2K, women 25 plus, US only, auto placement. That's okay, no big objections here. Pretty decent setup. But then we have 7 ad sets. Each ad set has different interest group. That's not my favorite way of using CBO, but I'm going to explain why. So we have one ad set that had the highest spend, but it has second worst results. So with CBO, it's the thing that they usually, if CBO often kind of like push the budget to the audience that's the largest, not necessarily the best performer. So here optimization is pretty bad because Facebook is pushing the budget to the audience that's not delivering results. So in this case, the optimization should be better. So you should manually adjust the budget on that ad set, or you should use ABO to actually control the budget. Then the next thing, what I noticed is cost per Pareto cart and initiate checkout is pretty similar, around 20 bucks, but then there's a massive jump towards the CPA that is around 100. So we need to look whether there's a potential issue on the initiate checkout page on the website because something is causing that discrepancy. Regarding the ads, so I noticed that there's like around 15 ads per ad set, but there are only currently 3 active. So what I usually like to do is have like between 3 and 6 ads at the moment active. I don't like to have more than 15 ads in the ad set because like it's too many variables for Facebook to spread the budget. Potentially some ads would not get the budget at all. Also, the optimization is not good. There are some active ones that have lower ROAS than the ones that are turned off. So I'm not sure why. I checked the triple whale in this case, and the results were the same. So definitely optimization should be better. Then I noticed ads are running under third-party pages. They're not running under brand page. This is often used for prospecting. I noticed the name is tied to a niche. This is a good approach. We often see lower CPA when we are running through third-party pages. Then I noticed UTMs and some ads are in link section, in some ads they're at UTM section. It makes no sense to have different UTMs at the different sections. Like even if they are the same, they're going to be duplicated, so it doesn't make sense. Then the biggest mistake in the ad account that I noticed is they are not using post ID. So basically, same ads are gathering different social proof. It's a massive mistake. There's like kind of like ad with 14 likes, with 55, with 13. So like those all could be one ad with over 100 likes. That usually decrease the CPM, increase the click-through rate. People are looking into that comment. So I always suggest using a post ID as a unique identifier. Then next, I dive into the creatives. So as I said, average watch time was amazing, 10 seconds. We usually look above 5, and thumb stop ratio was great, above 30, but there was a bad hold rate, so around like 10%. So after checking the video, it was clear why the creative was performing the way it was performing. So first scene was communicating the angle, both in a video in a text. So it was a both product showcase and text on the screen, which resulted in a great stop ratio. Also, the product was pretty interesting, so people were sticking to see it in action. But then, what caused such a low hold rate? The video wasn't so long, so it's not a reason why hold rate could be potentially lower. It's boring to watch. So one scene lasted for like 7 to 8 seconds. Because of the TikTok, attention span got way shorter. You need more fast-paced video, like new frame every 2 seconds. So nothing is happening here. Basically, when you're hooked into the video, you get bored. So definitely, suggestion would be to re-edit the videos to kind of like improve hold rate. Also, the video is mostly focused on the features of the product. So, I mean, it just talk how good the product is. It doesn't like show the problem. It doesn't agitate the product. It doesn't showcase the inferior solution. It doesn't showcase the end goal or solution the product solves. Then also one pretty bad thing. There's no CTA at the end, so there's a definitely room for improvement. Massive opportunity because in all of our tests we found out that ads with the CTA always perform better. Ad mostly lead to product page, but few ads lead to 5 reasons why. But those ads don't have like any correlation with a landing page. So basically, it is the same copy that is used in a regular ad, but leading to 5 reasons advertorial. So whether you always want to align your ads with the landing page. The next thing is retargeting ABO. So here they were targeting only 95% of video watchers in 7 days. So considering they had a very low hold rate, this is too high percentage. So I would lower it to either 75 or even 50. And I would probably expand 7 days to 30 days to get more people into this retargeting bucket. There's no Facebook and Instagram engagers. Considering the spend they're spending up like what I think 7 8K a day. This is the lowest hanging fruit. Potentially there could be a lot more people that you could convert from this audience. Also, they had like two ad sets active: add to cart 7 days, add to cart 14 days in two different ad sets, but they are not excluding each other. So that's also one big mistake because this is such a limited audience. There's no point in segmenting because the audience is overlapping. So they also had one testing ABO. All ad sets use the same ads while having different audiences. So this is not a way to test in 2023 your ads. So testing campaigns should always be about testing creatives and concept, not audiences. All ads have the exactly same thumbnail. This is a wasted opportunity because thumbnail can either make or break your ad. There's a one scene that mentions the problem and has an X sign. Usually, we found out that those creatives with an X sign are often pretty good thumbnails. So potentially, my advice would be to start using it as a thumbnail. Regarding the audiences, they're mostly using lookalikes and individual interest. That's okay, but I think that there's a big opportunity in using broad as a targeting because with this spend, Pixel already has a lot of data to find the customers on its own. So I would definitely suggest implementing that. There's no exclusions at all, not even buyers pixel or Klaviyo list. I think that should be implemented right away because we don't want people that already bought from us to buy again, especially in this case when the product is not repeatable purchase. Also, optimization was pretty bad. There was no ad sets or ads turned off despite having lower ROAS than other. So proper optimization would save a lot of money here. To summarize this ad account, the mistakes are not using post ID, not great optimization, no exclusion at all, no proper testing framework ads do not have CTA, what can be improved and what can be done. Advanced Shopping Plus campaign, this should be an easy win. Try men audience, considering they had good results in the ad set when there wasn't only female audiences selected. Start using broad audience, use proper testing framework with testing creatives, introduce more content because there's only one or two winning ad in the ad account, and definitely improve the hold rate and quality action of the video. So what also you got in Facebook ad account audit. So this is example from another brand. So basically, you get your funnel broken down in all of the stages, from spend impressions, click-through rate, landing page view, view content, add to cart, initiate checkout, purchases. So basically, here we look what is the discrepancy where your funnel can be improved. So in this case, we notice that like everything is pretty good except the part from view content to add to cart. So it means that you need to improve your product page. It means that you need to incentivize people to add to cart a bit more. So when you filter the data like this, you get exact area that you need to improve your results. What you also get is your early indicators. We found out what is the conversion rate from people that initiate checkout or people that add to cart, how many of them actually end up buying. In this case, 60% of people that initiate checkout end up buying, 40% of people that add to cart end up buying. So that gives you your target for cost per add to cart, post cost per initiate checkout. That can again help you while optimization with your optimization, because you can minimize the losses. Because improving the efficiency of your ads is not just uh, it's not just scaling the winners, it's also minimizing the losers. So based on the stuff that we audited over 100 ad account last year, we found out some of 10 most common mistakes. So I'm gonna briefly touch each of those. You can read what the biggest issues are in more details. So basically, they're not focused on creatives. As I said, they're doing the interest targeting. While that is okay to squeeze some additional revenue, you need to be focused on creators because Angle is doing the targeting. The next thing, there's no testing structure. So basically, they're just people are just launching the ads without like any isolation, not testing one thing at a time. They're not testing different hooks. They're not iterate on the winners. So when they use dynamic creatives, they use like I don't know 50 combination. That's too much combination for Facebook to properly test. Then they do not optimize frequently, as in the ad account that I mentioned. So basically, you need to check your ad account on a daily basis, both on the ad set level and on the ad level. They have either one ad per ad set, which is basically a hit or miss approach, or they have over 20 ads. Basically, your Facebook is not gonna spend budget on majority of those ads. There's no DPA campaign. That should be an easy win. So basically, you need to check your time lag in Google Analytics and set up your DPA campaign based on the data from Google Analytics. Start with copies like reminders, objection handling. They're not using the UTMs, so you have to like always use dynamic UTMs. It gives you so much data you can work with in your Shopify and Google Analytics. They're not using the post ID. Personally, that this hurts the most. I think it's like media buying lesson number one, because it acts as a unique identifier and you're gathering the social proof. Then they often run traffic campaigns or add to cart optimization, but Facebook is pretty good at giving you what you want. If you optimize for add to cart, you will get only people that will add to cart. So only stick to the catalog and conversion campaign. They have a bad naming convention based from their campaign name or ad name, ad set name. It's hard to identify what's the audience there, what are the ads, what is the optimization. So that should be clearly presented in both campaign, ad set, and ad level. They do not exclude buyers and prospecting. I would definitely suggest excluding both Pixel and Klaviyo sync audiences because you don't want to showcase the ad to someone who already bought from you, especially if the product is not for repeatable purchases. So I hope this provide a value. If you want something like this implemented for your ad account, if you want audit of your ad account, click on the link below and let's get in touch.